podcast is being brought to you by the Defy Life Podcast Network.
Maybe we can still heal you. Why? So you could just lock me up? No. Just bury me in the ocean with my ancestors that jumped from the ships. Because they knew death is better than bondage.
Oh, you think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see the light until I was already a man. By then it was nothing to me but blinding. The shadows betray you because they belong to me.
In the hell do you think you are?
Okay, it's not working out. I'm gonna need the suit back.
For how long?
Forever. Yeah, let's
No, please.
Let's have it.
You don't understand. This is all I have. I'm nothing without this suit.
If you're nothing without this suit, then you shouldn't have it, okay?
So, Oz, this week we are going to begin the Take a Knee for Marvel vs. DC Character Madness Tournament. Last year we had a nice tournament. This year we're taking it up a notch. We're breaking it down. We're separating everything by regions. We called in a lot of help for this episode and for the tournament itself, selecting the characters. A lot of work has went into this. I've already messed up like 6 times.
At least.
No, just 6. And yeah, so it's going to be a hell of a tournament, Oz. What do you think?
I'm excited for this one. This is good. We have to remember that this is a tournament chosen by the people for the people, hopefully sanctioned by the people.
Yes, and as I said, we had to call in some help for this episode because not only are we going to reveal the full bracket and go over who was chosen, who chose who is representing what different podcasts, we also had to seed these characters. And for that, we called in an old friend, an old knowledgeable friend who's been around the block a few times, a faithful member of the Defy Life family, Macho Man Vandal Savage, West Coast J. What's going on, Macho?
Oh, you already know. I'm very happy to be here. Thanks for having me, Scott and Oz. Hey, look, I'm going to get right into brass tacks. This tournament is going to be ripping and roaring. There's going to be all kinds of things that go on. Ups, downs, lefts, rights, cats and dogs living together. I expect complete pandemonium.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Now, I do want to establish early on with this tournament. I know there was a lot of talk about what the criteria is. This is merely, as Ken from the Nerd Cantina put it, this is merely a high school popularity contest. Who do you think is the greater character? Who is your favorite character of whoever they're going to be going against? They've been separated into 4 regions. We have the TV character region, we have the movie character region, the anime character region, and the comic book character region. It's going to be a full 64 man and woman tournament. We're going to see how far we get in this episode. We're going to try to get through the round of 64 today, and then you all, the people, will be voting on the round of 32 to decide who goes to the Sweet 16. But that all depends on how this show goes.
Yeah, if we make it through the show.
Yeah. West Coast, you've looked at the bracket, and you also submitted some characters. So, West Coast, go ahead and tell everyone who you submitted and why you chose those characters.
Hey, thanks, Scott. Getting right back to it. In case your audience hasn't noticed, I'm trying to work on my commentator voice. So, if you're wondering where that's coming from, that's actually what's going on. Anyway, getting right back into it. So in the movie category, I have completely forgotten who I submitted, so I'll get back to that one. In the television category, I went with 13 seed Sarah Lance of The Legend of Tomorrow, Captain the White Canary. She's one of my favorite, most ridiculous characters on television, just because I think she's been dead 2 or 3 times. She was raised by the League of Assassins. She's been both evil and good. And now she captains the most outlandish of all of the Arrowverse's remaining shows. I refuse to succumb to the CW verse, for the record. Let's see, what's that? Past that, television-wise, that was who I came up with. Now, comic book-wise, I went with it was Black History Month, I think, when you sent me the initial request, so I went with a Black Superman, as it were, and I selected Icon.
It's a good one.
For there, because I feel like Icon is kind of underrepresented, as strong as Superman, just a black dude. And I think that Milestone Comics, even though it was short-lived, Milestone Comics gave us some pretty solid characters. Static Shock, the Blood Syndicate, Icon. It was a cool little short-lived life of where people were just, the DC Comics had just tried to create an all-black comic book world. And I thought that it would be interesting to have the all-black comic book world's Superman involved. Although I don't necessarily like his seeding against Dr. Victor Von Doom. Nerd Cantina will explain how they felt about that a little bit later. Now, with the anime category, I went with, I believe, the 7th longest still running anime is One Piece. So I went with their captain, Monkey D. Luffy, for the anime category. I think that Luffy's going to provide an interesting spark, considering he is really, really unique with his rubber-based powers. For those that don't know One Piece, it exists in a world where they eat these fruits that give them powers, and he ate what's known as the gum fruit. It turned him into a rubber man. And some of the stuff that he does is it's a real creative. He's a real creative character with regard to how he uses his gum powers, his rubber powers. So I felt like he should have been a higher seed, but hey, that's a whole different level. I see who's number 1 and I see who's number 2, and I think that their popularity obviously completely outweighs Luffy. But
well, we chose the seeding, so we did this.
Yeah. Like
we did this.
We did this.
We were the selection.
We did this.
I get it. We were the selection committee. I had him ranked higher, but overall, on average, that's where he was. And now I remember that in the comic book or at the movie region, I actually selected the Joker. Now, when I selected the Joker for the movie region, I did it for a number of reasons. Number 1, there's like 8 of them. So,
like the 3 Jokers in the comics.
Yeah, there's a gang of Jokers. So there's a bunch of different ways that we can look at this character, how he's been portrayed, how he's been manipulated, how he's been manipulating. The Joker is one of my favorite things. He might be my actual favorite comic book character all time. And so I love him anytime he's on the big screen.
So there's that. And with your selections, let's go ahead and reveal where they're stacking up. You mentioned that Luffy was a little bit low in your mind. Luffy. I'll call him Luffy.
Disrespect.
He can't help himself, dude.
I can't help myself. I'm sorry. Shots fired. Luffy is a number 3 seed in the anime bracket. And you feel that's low?
I do, just for the longevity of it all. But hey, he's a storied program. I feel like Luffy's coming in like a Michigan State at the 3 seed. He's just sort of like the San Antonio Spurs. That when they get to the playoffs, they're kind of a problem. And that's basically where I feel like Luffy's coming in. So I think he's poised to make a little bit of a run. He may be able to handle his business here.
Okay, well let's talk about the seeding of Luffy. Oz, where did you have Luffy ranked in your seeding?
I can't even remember. We're gonna do this before we set the table too, right?
Just his characters.
Oh man, I gotta remember where I had.
I have it right here. I just didn't know if you have. I have it right here.
Hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick.
You had him ranked at 15.
Oh yeah, cool. Listen, because anime is not my strong thing. I know what I like. I know what I like, and everything else I don't like.
No, that's fine. I just wanted to put it where you had him. You had him at 15. West Coast. You had him.
I did have him. Yeah.
Where did you have Luffy on your ranking?
Look at my rankings. I think I had him at number 2.
Mm.
And I had him at number 3.
Let's see, where is my anime one? No, I had Luffy at number 1.
Okay.
Yeah, he should have been your number 1, right?
Yeah. Luffy was my number 1.
I had him at number 3. So that's kind of how. And what we did was obviously you add the scores up. Lowest score goes to the higher seed. Whoever had the lowest score gets the highest seed. So obviously there were some. The anime was a tough one, for multiple reasons. We're going to make a lot of people mad with the anime seeding. I just want to throw that out there early.
In advance.
Yeah,
know that in advance.
There's going to be
alert.
a lot. Yeah, let me go ahead and play a spoiler alert for that one. There's going to be a lot of angry people with our anime seeding.
There's going to be a lot of angry people with all the seedings.
Yeah, that's true too.
Oh, definitely. You guys are going to be mad.
There's no Batman.
But hey, there is no Batman, and that's the joy of the selection committee. We expect hate.
Yeah. We were prepared for that. And I needed to call that's why I called West Coast. I needed to call somebody who I know could stand in the trenches and take the heat with us.
Yeah, I'm not in any way worried about it. Y'all ain't say shit's licked out to outshit the branch.
That shows what regular Scott's got on his mind when he is worried about it. So
I wouldn't say I'm worried about it, but I just like to let people know.
Concerned.
I'm also the same guy who likes to give a spoiler alert for a 30-year-old movie. So
yeah, I know. You are that dude.
Yeah, I am also that same guy. But before we get too deep into things, allow me to set the table. This is Take a Knee for Marvel vs. DC. I am your host, Regular Scott. I am here with my co-host, the comic connoisseur, the mighty Ozzy Killmonger. Oz, what's going on?
What is up, my comic comrades?
And we are joined, as you heard, by Macho Man, Vandal Savage, West Coast Jay. West Coast, tell everyone where they can find you. Plug any and everything you got.
Hey, this is West Coast Jay out here holding it down. In reality, you can't find me nowhere except on Take a Knee for Marvel vs. DC. I'm out here freelancing.
That means we got him exclusive.
Yes, we did. We got the bando. We didn't vandalize anything. We just got the bando. But it was pretty savage how we got him. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, that one.
More lives. More and more lives than a kitten. I'm loving it.
I'll tell everyone where they can find you on your socials.
You can find me at Ozzy Real. That is at OZZIEREAL.
Then you can find us on Twitter at Knee4Marvel vs. DC. That's the number 4. You can email us at Knee4Marvel vs. DC at GoDefyLife.com. You can also leave us a voicemail, 804-518-6631. You can find our podcast anywhere you get your podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spreaker, Radio Public, TuneIn, Spotify, all those places. Like, subscribe, leave us 5 stars. You can also find us at the Defy Life Pods. That's our home. That's the hub where you can find all of Defy Life and all of the podcasts there. You can also find us on Instagram and Facebook at Take a Knee for Marvel vs. DC. Join the Facebook group. We're always looking forward to having more interaction, more conversation, more voices. So you can find us in all those different places. Oz checks his social medias once every 2 weeks. It's like a paycheck, so you got to catch him on the right day. But if you leave him a message, he'll get back with you in 2 weeks' time, guaranteed.
It's true. It's not really like a paycheck because I'm my real job. I'm still interning, but it's okay.
There you go. There's that too.
But I'm hoping for some real full-time employment. It's hard out there when you're trying to start a new business and stuff. So hopefully it's going to take off.
So we got a lot to get to. We're going to jump.
My new business is basically is a comic book shop that's also a bakery.
Yeah.
For
great.
Just glazed donuts.
All All right, dude. Speaking of food, that's a good segue. We have an email from our good friend, the Grumpy Ghost from the Fandom Fusion podcast. We'll be hearing from them later as they will be giving their some characters for the Character Madness tournament. So let's read the email he sent us. Just wanted to tell you guys we were enjoying having you on the show. But my question is, do you think the Hulk prefers thin crust or hand-tossed pizza? West Coast, I'll start with you.
I feel like the Hulk wants more mass. It's probably going with the hand-tossed pizza.
Okay.
Like I think he's a crust guy.
Oz?
That's really all I got with that.
Well, he might smash, Hulk smash, so he might be. I feel like you're onto something, though, Vando. I feel like this dude may not like either one of them and destroy the pizzeria because he really wants a Detroit deep dish, like that Detroit style, like that Chicago thing. He wants the Chicago or Detroit style, I think.
Yeah, with the additional breading, I could see that.
You know what I mean? Yeah, like I feel like this dude, like he's so used to smashing. He wants something that's just gonna be some cheesy, saucy stuff.
Okay. Very nice. So, sticking with the candy theme.
Wait. What do you think?
Well, I think it all depends on what Hulk we're talking about. I think if we got Professor Hulk, I think it goes with the thin crust. To be completely honest with you, if we're doing Professor Hulk, he's a little bit more sophisticated. Got a little bit more class than your normal off-the-hinge Hulk. If we're going off-the-hinge Hulk, I agree with you guys. I think he wants more, more substance to it. I even might take it a step further and say he wants stuffed crust. He wants to get as much as he can. But if it's Professor Hulk, I think he goes with the thin crust.
What about Immortal Hulk? Because I feel like he might like a straight up wood oven stove pizza because he's like, I've been through hell, so I know what that kind of heat is. So.
Yeah,
I'm not mad at that. A brick oven with a brick oven
smoke. Yeah, dude. He get that familiar aroma. He's like, yes, Mephisto. Yes.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think at this point he's making the pizza himself. Like he ain't going nowhere to get no pizza. He can't go nowhere to get no pizza no more. He like, can't nobody make no pizza as good as me. I'm just gonna make pizza myself. You know what, Oz? Instead of your goddamn donut shop, you need to call Hulk and open yourself up a pizza shop.
Man, I would have that dude in there just play as a publicity stunt, but I can imagine like me mess up his order and Hulk smashing all over, and then I'm like, hey, listen, man, we're co-owners of this business. He's in the back tossing the pizza. I'm trying to keep him and everybody else cool. The cheese gets all gooey. He gets stuck in the cheese, and as we know, the madder the Hulk gets, the stronger he gets. But the cheese is all messing with him too. It's a mozzarella mess, dude. It's a mozzarella mess.
Yeah, great. Great. So, JVD from The Villain's the Man, who also submitted some characters, they have a question for us. I got a legit question for you guys. What's the worst?
We need a legit question. That's good.
What's the worst holiday candy? Candy corn or Peeps?
Oh yeah, see now that's real serious. That's real talk right there.
That's John Tesh material right there. That's the hard hitting questions.
That's really that is. I get you now. I get where he's coming from because, man, I used to love some candy corn, and then there was at one point where I was like, this stuff is terrible for me, and just terrible. And then they try and trick you by having the ones that are like brown and yellow, like this is maize. No, this is still terrible candy. This isn't candy corn. It's candy maize.
So you're going with Peeps?
Peeps is terrible too because that marshmallow. Because listen, you're going because there's a time in my life where I was like dabbling in all, trying to figure out who my spirituality was and stuff like that. So I was like trying to figure out my religious status too. So I was messing with hardcore Christians, hardcore Buddhists, hardcore Muslims. And so during that time, I was no pig, nothing. And marshmallows are terrible because they got that horse hoof. They got the pig in them. And then you got that yellow and pink number 47,000 in there. Peace is a bad combination, dude. And when Peace was like, hey, just to let you know that during the pandemic, we're still producing, I was like, of course you are.
So now that you're done giving a backstory on both of the candies to you personally, which one are you picking?
I'm going to have to say, dude, either one, they're both terrible.
Took a lot. Okay, so you got to pick one. That was the question.
Okay, well, I'm going with Peace is horrible. Peace is the worst.
Okay, so are you picking candy corn?
Candy corn can survive because you can get away with
it takes
organic.
So much to get an answer.
Okay. So now here it is, regular Scott.
Here we go.
Now we got to do this in front of Vandal, but I hate. This is what we have to do as a culture. We have to air out our dirty laundry in front of people. Now, as we've known, as I said, some people like the history of things, even though you're impatient. You got to remember your millennial status may sometimes make you a little more impatient for the history, but the history is important.
I don't think the history of you and Peeps was important there, but West Coast, what you got?
I mean, the honest answer is obviously that Peeps are pretty fucking creepy. And so they're the worst of the two candies, but candy corn's disgusting. So, but Peeps are creepy. So I think disgusting and creepy win this horrible question fight. Like the horrible candy question fight, rather. Because horrible candy, both of them exist as horrible. I had a girlfriend that used to love candy corn.
You had, that's right. See?
Had, right. No, it's not. The candy corn was almost the complete deal breaker. I knew right then that I didn't trust her.
Right.
It's a lot of hate for candy corn.
Hey man, but I'm just saying, it's not a lot of hate, but I hate
it. It's gross.
If he had his suspicions and they were affirmed by the candy corn, that's the icing on the cake everybody wants to have, right? The nail.
Okay. So it seems like candy corn is
no! Wait! One more time.
Here we go.
What about you, regular Scott?
Oh, I eat candy corn year round, so this is a no-brainer for me.
Oh, you're one of those.
Yeah, I'm one of those guys.
Wait, do you eat the brown ones too, or you just say any candy corn, I'm with it?
I don't know what you mean by the brown ones. I ain't never seen no brown candy corn.
They make one that's like it's like it has more. It's like if there was a black one, there's brown. They made a bunch of different assorted ones. Or maybe my hatred for candy corn is just I had really bad spoiled candy corns.
That's entirely possible.
But you actively go to the store and look for candy corn, though.
Well, I wouldn't say I look for it, but I would say if I see candy corn 2 for $1 at the Dollar Tree, yeah, I'll pick those up.
Oh, and you're getting it from the Dollar Tree. Oh my God, you're getting a value. What are you getting, like a 10-pound bag for $2?
$1.
Expiration date 31st century.
No, tomorrow. Usually you have at least till that night to finish that bag.
Yeah, so the thing about candy corn that I love is that they say they're good for you and you can build a temporary shelter out of one too.
That's hilarious.
That's not funny. Don't encourage that. It's not funny. It's not funny. Don't encourage that.
Again, I am on team fuck candy corn.
All right.
Let's be clear.
Next
question. From our
hey, wait, hold on. I have one thing for you both real quick. I'm sorry. I apologize.
No problem.
What are your feelings about the Cadbury egg?
Oh, disgusting.
That is that crazy, dude. Who said?
Disgusting. It's like a runny egg. Or like a runny boiled egg. Who does that? That's gross. What is it?
Trust me.
Where are we? Britain?
They're going to love this chocolate, and inside of it, get this, It's runny and it's white and yellow.
And it looks like a runny egg. Yeah, that's the ticket. That's
We're gonna make $1 million off of this.
That's gonna put the name Cadbury on the map. So help me God.
Now, baby, crack this one. Trust me.
They just didn't want to put a hot chocolate brownie and some milk.
No.
Could have got the same. Could have just put a hot chocolate brownie and some milk, you know?
Oh wait, you want some chocolate in your cappuccino? I got you.
Yeah,
I got you right now.
Trust
me.
You.
So what happens if you freeze it? Does it become the actual hard-boiled egg, or is it just like, nah, you can't freeze the substance?
You can't freeze
That's a fair question. I've never known. I've never experimented with it, so I couldn't even tell you. Like, I feel like this is some things that involve, like, beakers, microscopes, and a couple of test tubes.
I think Oz should do it, film himself doing it, and then I'll post it to our socials next week.
Not a bad idea.
I think that's what should happen. You're not going to do it. Don't make a promise to the people that you're not going to keep.
I will, to the people, just because I owe regular Scott. Remember, I always owe you an after show comment. So in lieu of that, I'll make a video of the Cadbury. Done and done.
Hey, listen, don't put something out there for the people you're not going to deliver on.
Okay, when do you want to buy? Say, give me the due date by Wednesday or Tuesday.
Wednesday or Tuesday.
Yeah, when do you want this video?
Well, let's say Tuesday. That way, I'll probably get it by Wednesday.
Okay, word. Okay, good. And just for the people.
For the people, and I'm gonna post it to the socials.
The Uncle Oz Cadbury Tales. Okay.
The Cadbury Tales. Oh, criminy.
You might mess around and find yourself a new weekly segment.
Where I just experiment with Cadbury eggs.
Next thing you know, you're reviewing comics while you're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you know what, Oz? I'm telling you, you've been doing it more here in 2021, but every now and then, you just come up with these great ideas.
I'm trying to that's why I'm working on my mind and my body.
Hey, look, I can definitely tell you've been working on your mind, but your body.
Your mind and body.
Hey, he got to focus on his body a little bit more, though, West Coast.
Yeah, and his mind.
His mind too. Right. You got to stay sharp, like some Ginsu knives, son, out there.
Man, he's sharper than a tack out there. This guy.
I'll give you that, Oz. You've been on it. All right, our good friend Philip Darnall. We're rolling through right here because we got a big show.
Yeah.
He has a Killmonger and a regular thought for us, as always. For the conversations, both Killmonger and regular thought, if you were to come out with a comic TV show or cartoon for the next 5 years for both DC and Marvel, which 6 for each would you pick? They can be teams or individuals. Hashtag leave Nick alone. Hashtag Star Trek rocks. Hashtag Nick needs his Starfleet uniform. Hashtag
yes.
Why can't we all just get along? Hashtag be nice to Dick Grayson. Hashtag oh, wait for it, Oz. Hashtag leave Oz alone. So now apparently Oz gets bullied on the show. Apparently that's a thing.
Listen, dude, Philip, hey, Vandal, Philip knows. Philip knows, dude.
He knows the secret.
Look, every single hashtag he said, it covers our show. It's our entire show.
He knows the secret. He knows that Oz is abused secretly and tied to a radiator underneath.
Dude, talk about some Oz, blink twice.
If you are under duress,
blink twice, dude. I got the flag upside down. Everything's fine.
Everything's going wrong. He's got that cold slur when he's reading the ransom notes. It's every time I talk.
Oz gets water. Oz gets water. Oz gets food every day. I let him get sunlight for an hour every 2 days. He's fine.
Yes, I am fine.
Right. If you caught the Morse code in there,
he's
get
fine.
help.
He's fine. Yep.
Just because we got Bandle here, can we each tackle 2?
Okay, if you would let me, do you want to do the show, dude? Do you want to do the show?
Simmer down.
God, I have one job and I can't even do it. I got one job.
Dude, you got one job, dude. One job. Okay?
You won't even let me do it. Go ahead, Oz. Go ahead. You got it.
Hey, allow me to set the table. I'm here with
peace and chicken grease. All right. Yeah, we'll each do 2. We'll each do 2, and then yeah, that's a good idea, Oz. I was gonna say that, but I'll let you take it since you said it first.
Wait, hold on. No disrespect.
Yep.
Hey, Regular Scott, what do you think we should do?
Shots fired. Yeah, we'll each do 2. Oz, we'll start with you.
Man, I'm sorry. I am on this Jonathan Hickman kick. So the ideal team for me would be Jonathan Hickman and John Paul Leon in a comic book. But I would do that House of X, Powers of X storyline, and I would make that a series. And just to avoid any of the bullshit, I would make it animated. And it would come out streaming on any of our platforms, but it's every week. And I would do that, and it would be a game changer. You started.
Let me cut you off right there. There. I need you to tell me what platform you're going to put it on. I need a specific platform. It's going to be an exclusive. So where's it going?
Oh, you mean like if it's like the Prime or the Flicks?
Yeah, it's like Netflix, HBO Max, Prime. You got to be exclusive. Where are you going?
Man, well, see, it gets all weird because if it's X-Men,
where you going?
I have to well, I would try and be like, yo, Paramount, get your act together and take this over.
Wow, okay, that's brave.
Only because Paramount misses the opportunity. They have all the geeky Trekkies on there for Star Trek. They just need to get into some animated flow, dude, and and just let that be. I would put it on a venue like that, and say, here's the show for you. Boom.
I like that. Okay. West Coast, you got one?
I want a Lex Luthor series, like one of the Billion style series.
Oh, that's good.
Legit about Luthor and Mercy running LexCorp and being partially evil, but also not but also being a social guy, like the extra politician guy. I want Lex to end up running for mayor, all kind of, you know what I mean? I want a Lex.
That is on some House of Cards stuff. That's brilliant, dude.
Yeah, I want a Lex Luthor show.
Oh my God, that's amazing! And you can again, Superman doesn't have to be the main focus again. He could be the backdrop about every time he's defeated or when he's on. Oh, dude.
Like, I literally want it from the perspective of Lex Luthor. The way that you just described it, House of Cards. Well, yes, very, very that
dope.
So what streaming service is it going to?
That's DC, so it's HBO Max. Okay. But I think that they'd have it'd be a lot like what Showtime did with Dexter. It would make us sort of root for a clearly maniacal bad guy.
And you would flip the script on Superman too.
And you could, like you would, instead of we would hear basically like how J. Jonah Jameson is always in the background of Spider-Man. That's kind of the perspective we'd get from Lex about Kal-El.
Yeah, because people forget that whole comic series about Lex Luthor. It's like, he's a dick, but he is an egomaniac coming off of like humans need to survive this game,
Yeah. Like he's a dick, but his in general, like as a human, there has to be a smart human that thinks like that. You know what I mean? Just like, well, I mean, if he can do all of this and he's the only one that can, shouldn't we protect like, I feel like initially he thinks that he's protecting us from Superman.
Oh, absolutely.
By the end of it, when Superman does all of the good, actual heroic deeds, does good things for humanity, by the end of it, then he's just mad at him because he's also a billionaire and you don't get to be one of those without being slightly egomaniacal.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I always had thought when it came down to humans, man, Lex Luthor and Bruce Wayne would partner up every time.
In a heartbeat. I feel
every
like that's awesome.
every single time.
Yeah, I feel like in a heartbeat it would turn into, if Superman actually was a threat, then Lex and Bruce would have been homies.
Yep.
Okay, Oz, what you got for your next one?
Man, that's another good one. So I did Marvel, so I should do a DC one. I still am partial to having that Earth 2 society style, and you could just have our normal Superman Earth and have the screen get all blurry and discontorted, and then it flips to the Earth, and you see that's the alternate Earth where there is the Black Superman. I would make that a series. You could show the after effects of what happened after Darkseid destroyed the planet, what happened to Lois, what happened to Superman, and people get their little fix by having a little love story with Supergirl and Val. You know, you get to see the legacy. You get the taste of Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman, but their legacy. So you still have all that to throw people in there. Yes, HBO Max gets it, and they'll just say, hey, here's a series for you. And hopefully, in my personal opinion, that will replace Bill Maher, because that show was terrible. So anyway.
Okay. West Coast, what's your
I feel like HBO Max gets all of the DC shows, and I feel like Disney Plus gets all the Marvel shows. I feel like we should just do it that way and keep it simple.
I know. Yeah. Like Paramount, they should, but it's going to go to Disney. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like we'd have to go to obscure, Umbrella Academy style comics in order to get Netflix involved, Netflix or Hulu involved, because DC is HBO's IP right now.
Yeah. But see, then there's a thing about that too, and then regular Scott, you got to give yours too, dude. But there's a thing about that where it's like, cool, man, kick their asses by doing some Dark Horse stuff. By doing some Valiant stuff too,
That'd be crazy.
There's a whole Turok. Do a Turok one, or do your. So we're given it's people of color. It's our century,
right?
For now on, right? And so you want to give some Pacific Islanders and Asian people that, dude. There is a Professor X who's an asshole in Valiant. Who's Asian, and so like there's an easy gateway drug for that, but people aren't doing it.
Yeah, like they could easily get more color involved.
Yeah, and then be like, hey DC, this is how you messed up, and do it that way. There's a lot of potential with all that stuff.
West Coast, what's your next one?
Going to the Marvel world, I would like a Bishop live action television show.
Oh, yeah.
I don't really feel like I have to explain anything further. Big black dude, we just went through that.
Dude, hey, you get your big black dude. You get your
no.
Past, present, future.
I can even cast this one. It's going to be played by Hollywood Paul. Yeah, this one is even cast. Hollywood P looks pretty much like Bishop right now. He's a big giant dude with freaking locks down to in the middle of his back, so he pretty much looks like Bishop right now.
Why does he? Man, he should cosplay, dude, so we can start getting some traction.
Yeah, like I joked about that one day. He had posted a picture of him in the gym, and I was like, "Bro, you look like Bishop." And then somebody posted a side by side of him and Bishop, and he was like, "Wait, actually, I kind of Marvel."
Yeah.
Where are you, and why is nobody doing this yet?
That would be dope, dude. Man, people have the taste of the apocalypse,
Mm-hmm. And because of his power, he's at any given point could just level a city.
Yeah, and he's powerful and he's vulnerable too at the same time.
And he's right. He's also super extra. Like his backstory is weird and he's interesting. So Bishop that's my answer for that one.
Oh, that'd be so good, dude. That's a good one.
Bishop starring Hollywood Paul Douglas.
That's dope. Reverend Scott, give me one. Just give me one, bro.
I'll go with like the easy one. Batman Inc. You don't show Batman at all. It's all Bruce Wayne working from the Batcave. You have Kate Kane going through different parts of the world, recruiting different people to establish Batman's connection there. Very simple.
Okay, Reverend Scott, give me just one more.
I would do like probably an X-Men one called X-Men Origins. Each episode goes through each X-Men kind of being recruited by a different older X-Men. So each old X-Men would be recruiting a younger X-Men. So you'd have like Gambit recruiting Kitty Pryde and Professor X going to get maybe, I don't know, somebody. You could do a whole host of things.
Hey, Wolverine can go get people too.
Nah, I wouldn't even have Wolverine in it. Cyclops would go get people. You could even flip the script. Maybe have Storm, be
I would get Storm get people, yeah.
Well, no, I would have. Yeah. I'm going to have Storm be established as the Queen of Wakanda, and Professor X is going to try to recruit her to take over the team. Because Scott's a little unstable because he's having trouble with his brother. Scott's going to go get his brother Havoc because he's nuts at this point. That's where I would go with the story.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, look at you.
So that's just off the top of
that too, didn't you?
Huh?
That was just off the top of the dome piece.
Yeah, you put me on the spot, so I had to make something up. So that's what we got for you, Philip. Good question.
It was a good one, Philip.
Yep. And I want somebody at HBO Max to hear my call and create a Lex Luthor show, please.
Also, I would not put my DC show on HBO Max since I'm not going to use Batman or probably any real established character. I'd probably put it on like an Amazon Prime or something.
You're not going to be able to do that.
No. It's an IP situation.
Unless you have the money like Lex Luthor has, you're not going to be able to do that.
Well, that's what I'm choosing. And then for the Marvel one, I would probably put it on. Marvel would probably go to Netflix.
You said Quibi?
No, Quibi's dead. Marvel will go to Netflix. I'll send the Marvel show to Netflix.
You said Spike TV?
No, you said FXX.
FXX is still around though.
FX cubed.
This dude said, I would like to put this on ABC primetime, please.
Mm-hmm. Well, ABC primetime would be probably one of the best slots it could be on.
I mean, I hear you, man. Bro, you would like to put it on right after This Is Us.
No, it'd have to go on before This Is Us.
Oh, really? You don't think people are going, hey, let's get ourselves up?
I don't think people are going to be like, yeah, let's watch This Is Us, and after that, we'll go right into X-Men.
Yeah, I feel like it would have to be a comic night or some sort of action-packed night. I feel like you can't go from This Is Us is going to give you you go from super emotional to super action-packed seems weird. Unless one of those actors or actresses is in the show. Unless you get like Sterling K. Brown to portray Black Panther when you do the Wakanda episode. Then you could pull it off.
Wakanda forever!
Since he's technically already a part of Wakanda.
Yeah, he's dead. He's dead, but it's okay.
Yeah. Just go do a little flashback.
I mean, I'm still waiting to see what they're doing with Black Panther 2, so I'm excited about lots of things.
Well, that's okay. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Greetings, henchmen and loyal subjects. I am Evan the Great.
I'm JVD. We're your hosts of the Fictional Battle Podcast, Crossover Collision, brought to you by the Villains Demand.
If you love hearing in-depth breakdowns of your favorite characters and what they are capable of doing while fighting in random battlegrounds against other fan favorites, then this is the podcast for you.
New episodes drop every Friday wherever you listen to your favorite podcast or over on thevillain'sdemand.com.
And we are back. Make sure you're checking out the Villains Demand now. We had the Nerd Cantina. They sent us in their picks, and they also sent us in a nice little audio clip explaining who their picks were and kind of why and whatnot. So I'm going to play that for you real quick, and then once we get back from that, we're jumping right into the tournament.
Good day, nerds. This is Ken
and Steve
from the Nerd Cantina, and we're here to make our March Madness picks here for Taking E's March Madness bracket.
Yeah, we got some interesting ones. We figured a lot of you guys might be going with the typical, and from some of the picks that Scott let us know were already being picked, yeah, you went right for the cream on the top. Like, no.
So Steve and I both have our own set of picks. Let's go with, for me, the more obscure category, anime.
Well, I skipped one. I dropped 2 anime on there because I figured anime was going to go widely unrepresented in this category. So my first anime pick is from One Piece, and that's Roronoro Zoro. That's a 3-sword wielding badass pirate from One Piece. That's my dude. He's always dead serious. I mean, anybody that fights with 2 katanas in his hands and 1 in his mouth, that's a bad motherfucker. That's a bad motherfucker right there.
All right. And I'm not a big anime guy. And the only anime really that I watched as a kid was Dragon Ball, and Vegeta was the guy. So I'm going to go with Vegeta.
That's not a bad one. Like, if I guarantee that somebody else was probably thinking that too, and you might have snaked one of their picks. Since we're going still in anime, and I picked 2, I'll go with my second one, and that is Shoto Todoroki from My Hero Academia. Again, not the main character. Main character's a little too easy, and I don't think the main character's as interesting as Shoto. Shoto's backstory is pretty savage. It's pretty out there. And dude is just, again, I like those dead serious, quiet, badass characters, man. The ones that don't need to talk a bunch of shit. They don't need to be out there vocalizing everything. They just kind of have that mean mug. And when shit goes down, they just wreck shop. Those are my guys, man.
All right, let's go to the next region here, and let's go with comics. And there's a lot to choose from here in the nerd world for comics. What do you got?
With comics, I felt obligated to drop one of my favorite characters, and the character that most symbolizes my relationship with Scott. I went with Doom. Good old Victor Von Doom. Anytime I troll him online, I always sign it with a Doom gif at the end. It's just my trademark for Scott now, so I'm going to throw Doom up as my comic character, and he should make it pretty deep into there. Like, Doom is a great character.
All right, and then I went with one of the first real comics that I ever really started reading when I was younger, and that's Spawn. And
that's a good one.
Spawn's a phenomenal character, and really, let's just talk about Spawn more. Because how do we not get a modern Spawn movie or something? Like, let's get away from some John Leguizamo.
Always supposed to be in the works. Yeah, it's always supposed to be in the works.
Let's get a real Spawn out, because it's always rumors, never happens. Let's have Spawn win this competition, and then I'm sure then it'll turn into a movie.
Yeah, McFarlane is always teased with a new Spawn universe coming out, and supposedly we're supposed to be getting one. Like, let's see. But no, that's a good pick for Spawn.
All right, and then
so I went Ellen Ripley as my movie character. Just the mech scene. Sigourney Weaver in a giant, yellow robot forklift killing aliens. It doesn't get any better than that. And if that, I dare anybody in that bracket to find a better female superhero character at all. I dare you.
All right. Well, since I went one every category, I went in TV. I went with it's either going to be the Winchesters from Supernatural, or if you got to pick one, I'm going to go with Dean.
Gotta go Dean.
We gotta go Dean. Even though Sam's, he's got his moments of being a little more badass. But, the show just wrapped up. I'm still deep into catching up on all of it. The Winchester's there for my TV. And then I guess my final one for the movies. And I just want to see this one win everything here. And my movie character is Lord Helmet. So,
yes!
Like, I just want to see all of the people who just thought they were picking the coolest, badass people, and I want to see Lord Helmet take down John Wick in a popularity contest, because if it doesn't, then all you nerds suck.
Yes. No, that is great. What I think might go against you, though, is, like I said in our show a couple weeks ago, my 19-year-old apprentice at work has never seen Spaceballs, never even heard of it.
It's so disappointing.
I know. So we'll see if the millennial audience of Take a Knee has any love for Lord Helmet.
All right, well, Take a Knee Nation over there. This is the Nerd Cantina. These are our picks.
And we're going to represent, guys. Don't think that you guys got easy votes. We're going to send a Cantina after you. We're going to take this thing.
All right. Well, that's all it said. From the Nerd Cantina, this is Ken. Thanks again.
Say it.
All right, and that was the Nerd Cantina. My nemesis, Steve and Ken, giving their picks for who they submitted into the tournament. And, some of those picks made it pretty high. Vegeta was a 1 seed, so that worked out pretty well. Shoto, well, didn't work out so well for Shoto, did it?
No Shoto.
Shoto's down there at a 14 seed. There's that. Who else did they select? We also had Zoro. Zoro is a 9 seed. So that's not bad.
Had the brothers.
Dean. Dean is an 11 seed.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and give that matchup. He'll be going up against Sheldon Cooper, who is a 6 seed. Wow.
That's
Sheldon.
just an unlucky matchup.
It is.
Who is Sheldon?
Unlucky matchup.
Who's Sheldon?
From Big Bang Theory.
Sheldon is the nerd from
the
Big
nerd.
Bang Theory,
Oh, God.
the one that wore the Flash T-shirt.
He's who the
one that would have gotten beaten up in general.
Yeah.
He's if Big Bang Theory meshed with the Watchmen TV show, he'd be the dude who poured lotion all over himself and to go through. Okay, I get you.
Got it.
Elastic Man.
Lord Helmet was an interesting pick. He's a 13 seed. He'll be going up against Indiana Jones.
Who's Lord Helmet? I'm so silly when I know it. Oh, the balls. Oh, the power of the Schwartz.
The Schwartz.
It's your boy from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Moranis is his name?
Yeah,
Rick Moranis.
Ever.
Classic lines. Oh, Melrose Place. 2-3 degrees of separation, probably. Daphne
Zuniga.
Zuniga. Hey, what'd you say?
Not Zuniga. Come on, pronounce it correctly.
Not to be confused with Daphne
Whoa! Watch your mouth.
I know. See,
where I thought he was going.
I did.
But so she was in that, and she's always been one of my favorite actresses. But one of the best lines from Spaceballs is as they're on Katarun, they're comb the area, and the 2 African American gentlemen who have the Afro pick say, "We found shit." So
Ellen Ripley.
Shit.
That's
my supervisor constantly.
It's just man, and Mel. Shout out to Mel Brooks, just taking those risks with Blazing Saddles, Young Frankenstein, everything.
Yeah, no doubt. Ellen Ripley was a 3 seed, so that ended up being a pretty good pick there. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's reveal the rest of the selections and everyone else who submitted selections from the crossover collision. Our good friends JVD and Evan the Great. JVD submitted Darth Vader, Sheldon Cooper, Saitama, the One Punch Man, and Captain America.
Saitama.
Yes, you say that better than I do. Evan the Great. To the Terminator T-800, All Might, Chuck, and Magneto.
Chuck.
Our
yes.
good friends from the Fandom Fusion podcast. Hawk the Horrible submitted Ichigo, Kurosaki, Spock,
Ichigo,
Storm, and John Wick. Ghost submitted Blue Beetle, Wolverine, and the Hulk. Why are you laughing at his selections?
Did Blue Beetle become an immediate 16 seed?
Yeah.
Well, I you know why I laughed? Because of Blue Beetle, because I was like, which Blue Beetle?
Well.
Yeah, that's also a fair question.
Very true.
Yeah, see?
Very true.
Why you always trying to you attack, dude? You just like to just get up there. I'm gonna try and stir the pot on this one real quick. Watch this.
Movie Man Miggs submitted Black Dynamite, Human Torch, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and Vic Mackey from The Shield.
The immediate 16 seed.
Immediate 16 seed for me too. And then we had my good friend JD from the Pro Wrestling Showdown, where you can check us out, where we talk about New Japan, AEW, and WWE, where we previewed AEW Revolution. That was going to be coming out the same day this podcast comes out on Sunday. So definitely check that out with me and JD. Cheap plug.
Shameless.
Yes, and you can find us on Twitter at Showdown Pro. JD selected Akira, Optimus Prime, Indiana Jones, and Superman.
He selected some one seeds. That's what he selected.
Yeah, he definitely got some one seeds.
He selected some powerful characters there. Good work.
And I also recruited some help from Old Man Wade in the Old Man Wade podcast. And he also sent me a little bit about each character. He selected Red Hood and said he's the black sheep of the Bat family and their most underappreciated member. He also added Nathan Drake was a pick. I let him pick 2 video game characters. He asked, so I said, why not? Let's throw a little monkey wrench in there. So he selected Nathan Drake, and he said he is not to be messed with. I trust him to get any job done. Kratos, he legit kills gods like pack of Skittles. Enough said.
He is the Mr. God of War.
And
he is the God of War.
That's true.
Yeah.
The God of War. I think he's also like a 15 seed. Billy Butcher. He's a bad man, and the dude has plans to defeat everyone.
Yeah, see, he's man. I like him, but I have to say I'm a bit conflicted because the comic book and the TV show, he's just a dick. So.
Oz, let's go over your picks and make sure I have the people correctly. We have Aaron.
No, it's not the people. It's just a person.
Yeah, it's true. we have Aaron. Or do you just want to go over your picks?
Oh no, you've been spitting. Go ahead.
You've been spitting. Okay, we have Aaron, Derek Wildstar.
Aaron, which would be from Attack on Titans.
Okay, Attack on Titans. Derek Wildstar
from Star Blazers.
There we go. Sister Knight from the Watchmen series. Let's see, Eli from the Book of Eli,
as in Book of.
Yes, as in Mr. Book of. So,
and the Legion.
The Legion is
just Legion.
No, just Legion.
The Legion.
Yeah, the Legion. This guy's talking about a Legion. No, just Legion.
Just Legion.
Right. Yeah. When did he get so proper?
Listen, let me put it.
And to be clear, since I've said it about others, Legion from the comic. So, David Haller.
And then my 6 were Gon, Piccolo, Dexter, Michael Scott. Is that funny? You laughing at a 1 seed though? You laughing at a 1 seed,
dude? Hey man, my laughing is my appreciation of the pick. It's not ridicule like you do. It's actually pure joy and laughter.
Hey, that's a 1 seed right
there. I know you can't handle it, but yeah, it's actually like that's good.
Whatever. And and Buzz Lightyear.
It's another good one.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, let's go over all of the brackets and who's facing who, 1 through 16. Which region should we start? West Coast? Where should we start?
Comics. Take a knee for Marvel versus DC. I mean, it's in your name.
Why not? See, this is why we called you up. This is why we needed you here we probably wouldn't went
to tell us what our name was.
Yeah, because we probably wouldn't went to movies because we're silly.
Yeah. No, let's go ahead and start where the bread is buttered.
Okay, and here we go. As we said, we will be doing the first, or at least most of the first round here. Then the rest will be voted by the people. 116 matchup. Some of these were randomly selected as well. Superman versus the Human Torch.
It's an unfortunate matchup for the Human Torch in this situation. I feel like Superman is overall the better character.
Oh, absolutely. Like any Superman variation, you got either Johnny Storm or the android. I think Superman would win by majority. If you go to India, you could probably be like, you could say, who are these two? And they'll be like, what's the Human Torch?
Right. Whereas Superman was probably the consensus overall number one seed.
Okay. So I think we're all in agreement. Superman advances to the next round.
Yeah. This is not the historic 16 beats the 1 seed upset. Not happening.
I also had Nightwing as well, everyone. 9 and 8 seed, the number 9 seed, Nightwing, Dick Grayson, my pick to win it all. He'll be facing off against the number 8 seed, Magneto.
Yeah, that's a hard one. It's not Magneto.
Now hold on, before we go. As we did last year, we're going to do it again this year. I didn't want to do it for the 1 through 16 because none of us were going to pick the Human Torch. We each get our automatic bye.
Oh, are you using that shit for Nightwing?
I'm not going to use it unless I need to. Not going to use it unless I need to. And yes, I'm willing to get rid of Magnus. So if I need to use it, I'll use it now. Do what y'all need to do. And I'm going last.
Please, sir.
All right. Well, then, interestingly enough, I would actually also get rid of Magnus. My problem with Magneto, it stems from the early X-Men movies, where when they got to X-Men 3 or whatever it was, where he destroyed the Golden Gate Bridge, that hurt my feelings. Haven't liked him since.
Oh, you see, that's just a Cali love, or is it just a love of bridges?
Oh, no, like I'm from San Francisco.
See, it's the love of San Francisco, love of bridges, and love of Cali. It's a trifecta.
Yeah, so I've pretty much been anti-Magnus since then. But, obviously, if the two were to actually engage in some sort of combat, this would be a huge situation for Nightwing to die.
Easily. In multiple ways.
In lots of ways, right. So there's that. But based solely on Titans and the fact that I feel like I agree with Regular Scott that they shit on Dick Grayson all the time. Who shows up in their first appearance in a new outfit and loses? Only Dick Grayson. He's the only one that gets that kind of treatment.
They were trying to make it very realistic, and I realistically think if Dick Grayson showed up in any situation, he'd get his ass kicked. So we don't know what's up.
God, well,
in a lot of situations he would, a lot, but I don't know that they had to, do him like that. So my selection is Nightwing here.
Oh, this is great. I don't even have to use my free pass,
which is unfortunate because I feel like I should have made you have to. But I don't like Nightwing.
To earn it.
Yeah, well, I earned that one. This is great. All right. Moving on. We're on to the 5-12 matchup. Number 5 was Wolverine. Also, these brackets will be posted before by the time this episode is out, so you'll be able to look at these and watch them along as we break them down or as you're voting as well. And I will be updating them. I wish Oz would help, but he doesn't know how to use his computer. That's not true. That's not
Shots
true.
fired.
That's not true. That's
Dude,
not true.
This guy every time, right?
It's not true.
Shots.
It's not
He's
true.
blindly firing shots in a direction. It's
not
not
true.
even aiming. He's not.
Yeah,
even
dude. Collateral damage.
Suppressive fire.
That's not true. He can use a computer just fine. He can
Oh,
use it just
dude,
fine.
this guy, man. Friendly fire, collateral damage. Every man for himself.
He's still got the phone cable connected to the computer, but it's fine. He knows how to use it.
I'm still waiting for my dial-up to happen, dude.
All right, Wolverine versus Spawn. Spawn is a 12, Wolverine's a 5. Oz,
Yeah.
what we doing with it?
I mean, I'm Wolverine, dude.
West Coast?
Yeah, this is where I'm split. This is where I'm split. So every year, if you pay attention to the March Madness tournament in general, every year a 12 upsets a 5, at least one. Spawn was one of my favorite comic characters. I remember I was super proud. It was one of the first ones where I had issues 0 through 20 and all of the toys except Malboja from the first series. So I'm going with Al Simmons.
Yeah, okay.
Wow.
Good old Al.
I'm going with Al.
I guess we got our first upset of the tournament. Spawn advances.
12 seeds, man. They do it every year. At least one every year.
Moving on to the 13-4 matchup. Billy Butcher as a 13 seed versus a number 4 seed, and I think is going to be a tough 4 seed, the Joker. I'm voting the Joker.
Joker. Not even a question.
Yeah, Billy's okay, but I'm like, all right, him versus Joker in any sort of situation, Joker is going to be like, Billy's like reeling because he's human still, screaming because he's got acid in the face.
So that's 4 matchups in the comic book region. Let's move on to a different region, and we'll come back to it if we have time. Let's move on to the TV region. We'll start at the bottom and work our way up. Our 2 versus 15 matchup, Sister Night versus Olivia Benson at a 15 seed. Law and Order alum. Jesus. West Coast, where are we going?
Sister Night.
Sister Night takes Olivia and says, hey, I just want to say it's very important for us women to stick together. We're in law enforcement. And she's shaking her hand and takes her into that room. And then she starts whipping her ass and just saying, tell me the information. And all the other guys was like, ooh, man, I don't want to be her.
Well,
Sister Night.
I'm voting for Olivia. I'm voting for Olivia Benson.
Good, you lost.
Okay.
That's fine. I don't know who Olivia Benson is, and so she can go.
The favorite line from V of all times when one of the blonde resistance fighter was trying to get Michael, I think his name was, to go against his son. He says, don't make me choose between you and my son. You'll lose every time. That's what I feel about Sister Night and Olivia.
Okay. She's from Law and Order. She's the main chick from Law and Order.
Yeah,
it's fine. At least she's in the tournament. At least she made the dance. Yeah, she's still there.
Is she still? Oh wow, man, she's been doing a lot of law. She's been on the forces. Should she retire pretty soon?
Real talk. She's one of the highest paid people on TV.
Yeah, but is she still a detective? Is she like a chief yet?
Oh yeah, she's in charge. She's the head. She's like.
She ain't the mayor.
She's not the mayor.
She should be like the governor or mayor or something.
No, she shouldn't, dude. No, she shouldn't.
I mean, dude, what's your ambition, dude? What's she doing, dude?
She's in charge, and she ain't out in the field undercover anymore like she used to be. But she's in charge. She doing a lot of delegating.
Because she okay.
Let her live her life, man. Her and Ice-T are doing their thing.
Hey, this is Ice-T. This is your boy Ice-T. You know when your car's messed up, you're gonna need this. I'm like, Ice-T, what you doing, dude?
Hey, Ice-T making. Yeah, Ice-T. I was about to say he making a good living on Law and Order too.
Ice-T said, "I got a good Instagram following. I'm selling some car insurance. I did not vote for Trump like your other boy did." Man, the ices are crazy, dude. Got Ice-T, Vanilla Ice, Ice Cube,
Yeah. Tommy Oliver at a number 7 seed versus 11 at a 10 seed.
No, Tommy Oliver is
The Green Ranger.
Yes. Or the White Ranger, or the Red
Sorry.
Ranger. Yeah, a lot of Rangers.
I forgot. Yeah, that dude.
West Coast, where you going?
I'm with Tommy Oliver. My brother was a huge Mighty Morphin Power Ranger fan, and we were one of the first. My dad had to camp out at Toys R Us, I think, for like 3 or 4 days, but we had an original Dragon Sword.
Oh,
Tommy
I know.
Oliver for me.
I know another huge Power Ranger fan too.
Yeah. He's on the other end of the microphone.
Good God, this clown, dude. Man, this dude, like, man, his dream. I'm gonna tell you, I'm not trying to like be disrespectful or anything.
This dude about to break kayfabe, everybody.
Regular Scott's dream would be, because they don't know what to do with Dick Grayson. If Dick Grayson became a Power Ranger,
hey, you better stop it, dude.
Dude,
Regular Scott would lose his.
Hey, you better stop, bro.
If they made him a white Power Ranger, he would lose his freaking brain, dude.
Even if he showed up in like a red and green outfit.
Oh, and dude, in the yellow one, he wouldn't care, dude.
He could be the Yellow Ranger.
Nah, he can't. He can't be the Yellow. That's no. See, the Yellow Ranger. The Yellow Ranger is the same thing as calling that dude Rick. That's disrespectful. What we're not going to do is do that.
Okay, see, no pink or yellow, but if that dude showed up in a black Power Ranger suit or a green or red or white, you lose your mind, dude.
He show up in the white, we talking. He show up in the white suit with the sword, with the guy with the talking sword. Yeah, we talking. We in the game. I'm with that. He could definitely pull off the White Ranger.
Hey, Vandal, and then you see his mind and head literally explode if Connor came up as a green Power Ranger. Okay. Look,
Power Ranger.
Hey, look. So while we at it, Lady Shiva is going to be the Yellow Ranger.
Okay, that's cool.
That is both racist and amazing at the same time. That was impeccably placed.
Hashtag racist but perfect.
Racist but perfect. Like, is that a thing? Because if so, that's what
Hashtag racist but can't be mad.
Oh yeah, dude, this dude would be like, oh, yeah, that's a new series, honey. We gotta put some stock in this.
So I guess if we're sticking to the racist but true thing, I guess we might as well put Mr. Terrific got to be the Blue Ranger because he's a nerd, so he'd have to be the Blue Ranger.
But just for regular Scots, just for his appetite.
Here we go.
Just because we're racist, the Black Power Ranger is your boy from This Is Us.
Randall Pearson.
Sterling somehow old Randall, after he became mayor, they said we're going to endow you with these powers.
Nah, I'm gonna do you one better. The Black Ranger is gonna be John Diggle.
John Diggle, oh dude,
that's who either him or Black Jimmy Olsen.
Like okay, racist but true.
Racism is killing me.
This racism is killing me.
All right, so
dude,
I guess Tommy Oliver's beating 11.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah,
we can do that.
You don't have a choice.
I thought it was funny that 11 wasn't 11th seeded.
Well, while we're on that, West Coast, me and you both picked 11 for the 11 seed.
Yeah, it just seems like the most logical.
Y'all better play them numbers, dude, this week.
Obviously, Oz didn't.
Yeah.
So I don't know why Oz thought 11 shouldn't be an 11 seed.
Well, just because I know that there is irony and then there is the irony of irony, so I just canceled it both out. So
if I'd have known that, I should have just changed my number. I should have just made 11 an 11 seed regardless.
Yeah, you should have made 11. Make 11 12. See?
No. Dean Winchester, who is an 11 seed, versus Sheldon Cooper at a 6 seed. This is me an interesting one. This is a good first round matchup. I don't know who
Sheldon Cooper is, and I still want him to beat Dean.
Wow. West Coast, where are you going?
Which one of the Winchesters killed, was his name Larry?
Yo, and I want to remind y'all too that Dean was the one that beat up Sterling Brown when he was a vampire killer on one of them episodes.
Huh.
Dean was also Red Hood in the animated Under the Red Hood.
Huh.
Mm.
Well, I think unfortunately I have to select Sheldon.
Hey, my quick impersonation of every episode of Dean. Listen, Sam, I don't know what I'm brooding. Like, dude, chill out, man.
Hey, let me tell y'all right now, Dean is a popular pick among people. This is not going to sit well with people that Dean is out in the first round.
Dude, Dean, to me, Dean is the Luke Perry of...
Hey, rest his soul.
Hey, man, Luke Perry is dope. But I'm talking... Hey, and Jeremiah too, but he just reminds me of Dylan, dude. I'm like, so I get mad at these humans that survive all this stuff. You can say Sam. I get you because you have you are half demon, but dude, like this is like the humans that are surviving all of this craziness. I'm like. I don't know, dude.
All right, I'm a little leery of you.
That always bugs me out. That's always just bummed me out. I would say, 3 episodes, but on the 4th, come on, man.
All right, 3 seed Arya Stark versus number 14 seed Topanga.
Yeah, that's easy.
I'm voting Topanga.
But see, you still voted for Arya because Arya took Topanga's face.
Oh, touche. That was actually pretty good. West Coast, you're the deciding vote.
I have an Arya Stark T-shirt. That's not me. Like, who are you talking to right now?
So there's that. Arya Stark moves on. So that's...
Yeah, Topanga, dude.
Topanga.
I mean, now. In Topanga's defense, I think she was my first white girl crush on TV.
In her defense, she was every black dude's first white girl crush.
She had a bad matchup.
Big lips and a big old rack.
she had a bad first round matchup. Arya Stark's going to do pretty well.
I have an Arya T-shirt.
Yeah, she's going to do pretty well in this tournament. So she had a bad first round matchup. Let's move on to the movie region of the tournament. We'll start at the top here. Number 1 seed John Wick versus 16 seed Kratos.
John Wick. Can we move on?
I still feel like John Wick would still beat Kratos.
Well, he wouldn't.
I feel like movie Kratos doesn't really exist yet.
Yeah.
And so John Wick definitely is going to win the imaginary character because he exists already.
Black Dynamite versus Buzz Lightyear.
That's a good matchup. Black Dynamite, dude.
I'm voting Buzz Lightyear.
Oh.
See right there. See right there.
Racist.
No. I've got it for him right there. You'll appreciate this. On the cartoon I was watching called Black Dynamite. Black Dynamite looked down at one of the orphans and he said, "Wow, that is a question a child might ask, but not a childish question." Little orphan Penny, I'm gonna need you to shut the fuck up and grow focus talking. So Buzz Lightyear, I'm gonna need you to shut the fuck up and grow focus in the
Dude, this dude talking about Toy Story. Man, I'm talking about his story, dude, not Toy Story.
Right.
You know, man.
You know what? You know what? Y'all done pissed me off. I'm using my automatic go through. Buzz Lightyear's going through.
No. You already used it up.
I didn't use it. I didn't have to. West Coast voted for Nightwing. And you just pissed and see, you talk smack, you had the victory and we would have moved on. But then you tried to rub it in. I'm using the automatic pass. Buzz Lightyear's going through.
Man, how you gonna pass him on this dude when one of the lines from his movie is, "We got to get rid of drugs in the community." But Black Dynamite, I sell drugs in the community. Dude, oh my goodness!
Going with this regular Scott, then I'm going to quote your character. You are one sad, strange little man.
You are one sad, strange little man.
Well, listen. That was y'all's fault. That was 100% y'all's fault. You had the victory.
No, I get you, but I have a question for you. And I'm just trying to be serious.
Here we go.
I know we're trying to have a little fun here.
Just a little fun.
Why do you need to be so retaliatory when things don't go your way? Anytime things don't go your way, your answer is to strike out in unbridled English. Vandal. What you say to me? Really? Oh, yeah? Okay, what? Oh, yeah?
Regular Scott is the living epitome of stay right there.
Dude, this dude, like, I'm looking up in Webster's dictionary, and there's a picture of Regular Scott as bully. This dude, man, give me your lunch money too, bro. Right. Okay.
You ain't gonna pick me? That's cool. I'm taking my ball and going home.
Trying to hang me out the window, extorting me for money. Talking about sign this contract.
Probably the best matchup in the entire first round. Something West Coast and I were talking about off air. The Bride from Kill Bill, Beatrix, versus Furiosa, Mad Max.
That's a good one. Trying to run her over. I'm like, nah, you ain't running her over.
She's definitely cutting a tire out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is the ideal. This would be the most ideal matchup. This would be the one that CBS would have on at noon, as opposed to having to watch it on, like, fucking Oxygen Network or whatever is playing the True other TV. Random ass games. So, man, this one is probably the toughest. What we were talking about is how sad it is that one of these characters has to be eliminated in the first round. Like, I want to leave this one to the people.
Well, yeah, like Furiosa's like, I'm gonna kill Joe, and then the bride's like, what'd you say? I'm gonna kill Bill. So you know, straight up. Yeah.
So is that what we're gonna do? Are we gonna leave this one to the people?
You should leave this one to the people. This one is too close to call. I don't want to be the one that's influenced by the wrong things.
And then I'm gonna try and be really cool about it too. Vandal Watch says, hey, Regular Scott, what do you think, bro? We haven't gotten you upset or anything, have we? What do you think?
Not yet. I don't have my automatic. I don't have my automatic go through skip jail and all that card. So I don't have any more cards to play.
Hey, whatever you think is best is like, we're willing to go along with it too. That sounds good.
I don't have any more cards to play. I'm all out of tricks.
You've gone full racist today, though. I do want to record that
this dude went hardcore.
Eliminate Black Dynamite just now, just out of spite.
Black History Month's over.
This dude is like
every month is Black History Month.
No, literally.
It's melanated March.
February 28th at like 11:59 p.m. This dude was like, nope. Okay, anyway, Buzz Lightyear.
Melanated March.
Off to Women's History Month.
And now for the women.
Lord Helmet, number 13 seed versus number 4 seed Indiana Jones.
I thought you said Storm versus Mary Poppins. You went for Mary Poppins.
I might. Is it? Which Storm we talking? Listen, which Storm we talking? We talking Halle Berry? We talking the newer Storm?
And to be honest, which Mary Poppins did we talking?
Yeah, which Mary Poppins we talking? Like, those are legit questions.
Mary Poppins. So I really, really, really enjoy Disneyland and Disney World. Like, I go there a lot. And one of my favorite things is seeing the characters, in particular the princesses. I don't know how Disney does it, but they find what they call cast members. They find they look exactly like these women.
Oh, so they go out. Yeah.
Like I've never seen an unattractive Princess Jasmine, for example. Every single one that's been Princess Jasmine has been one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in person.
Well, they probably cast them too, you know.
But strangely, Mary Poppins is always the most beautiful character.
Brunette, yeah.
Every time I see her, she's always stunning, flawless and stunning. She is practically perfect in every way. Every time I see her,
librarian.
Right, she has that. She definitely has the full-on, you dirty MILF. She has that every time I see her. So, again, depends on which storm is the right answer.
Okay.
So where are we going with Lord Helmet and Indiana Jones?
That's hard. I'm gonna stick with Indy. You know. Not just because he survived a nuclear atomic blast in a refrigerator, but just for nostalgia's sake.
Upset alert. I'm going with Lord Helmet.
Now, of course you're going with Lord Helmet, dude.
The upset might be complete. I am a huge Spaceballs fan.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to be mad. I'm not mad. I appreciate that. You know, may the Swartz be with you.
Yeah. I mean, he taught me what ludicrous speed was. Plus, he's the inspiration. Him, Mel Brooks, and the Spaceball movies are the inspiration for a lot of Elon Musk's things.
Well, I will also tell you, if it wasn't for Mel Brooks being around and alive, who also is a veteran too, we would not have Max Brooks, and we would not have all of our amazing zombie books like World War Z, you know, the Zombie Handbook Guide, all this. So.
Okay, so it sounds like Lord Helmet's moving on.
Well, hell, man, I'll change my answer if I may. I'll put a little Lord Helmet in there too.
Oh, I mean, you can use your automatic pass if you want.
You know what? I'm gonna use my automatic pass. No, I won't. But I just want to say this just in case. But you know what? In hindsight, I should have picked Lord Helmet because why am I going to pick the white dude who is literally exploiting natives?
And that's exactly what you did with no hesitation.
Native burial sites so you can put them in museums. Why am I being a part of that, dude? See, I got to question myself on some things.
Hey, look, no hesitation either. Indy, nostalgia.
Indiana Jones, the nostalgia of colonialism.
Yeah, no, my nostalgia for Indies was destroyed by South Park, actually.
Oh God, yeah, dude. Do you remember it? You were there. You were there. You remember?
So I wanted to save the anime bracket for last. The last one we touch on because I think this is the one that's gonna cause the most controversy. If you thought any of those rankings were off or controversial. Yeah, wait till you hear these. Before we get to the anime, let's actually just go over the rest of the brackets. In the movie bracket, in the 314, we have Ellen Ripley versus Nathan Drake. In the 11-6 matchup, 11 is the T-800 versus the 6th-ranked Optimus Prime. In the
What a good battle, though.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Good for the people as well.
In the 7-10 matchup, we have number 7, Eli, from the Book of Eli, Mr. Denzel. And the number 10 is Smokey from Friday.
Damn.
In the 15-2 matchup, we have Ricky Bobby, who pisses excellence, versus Darth Vader, who's the 2 seed.
Ricky Bobby should have been the 16 seed. If he ain't first, he's last.
Yeah, see, that's the truth. If he was number 1, he has to be number 16.
Should have been number 16.
That's true. In the second half of the comic book region, in the 314 matchup, we have Storm at a 3 seed. Might even be a little bit low for her. Versus Red Hood at a 14 seed.
That may be a little high for him.
Yeah.
We're doing a 64 seed, Red Hood 65.
The 11 versus 6 seed. 11 is Icon. And the 6 seed is Dr. Doom.
That would be actually a good matchup. I feel that Dr. Doom would just try and find some way to try and steal Icon's powers.
Of course.
The 7-10 matchup.
Fashion.
The 7-10 matchup. We have number 7, the Hulk, and 10, Legion.
Hulk smash deep dish pizza.
Professor Hulk
so
smashes
strange, though.
flatbread.
Man, the Legion would have. I just felt the Legion would get all up in the Hulk and have him separated, like Bruce Banner baby, Bruce Banner teenager, like just totally just mess with his brain.
Like Legion's powers are way too unpredictable.
Yeah.
Like I think this is actually, if they were actually meeting, I think that'd be a tough matchup for the Hulk.
What was that? I'm sorry. There was that old classic X-Men comic that first introduced Legion when they were trying to do the Age of Apocalypse thing, where they killed Xavier. Where he had covered up Israel in a black dome, and they're going around going on a scale of 1 to 10. What's the threat? They were like 100.
Yeah. Right. You see what he just did?
Right.
Then we have the 15-2 matchup. The 15 seed is Blue Beetle, and the number 2 seed is Captain America.
That would be an interesting little matchup, though, if it was Ted Cord,
And then in the top part of the TV bracket, we have the number 1 seed, Michael Scott, versus the number 16 seed, Vic Mackey.
Yeah, that's easy money, Michael Scott. And I don't even like The Office.
The number 9, would you say, Oz?
I just laughed.
The number 9-8 matchup. The number 9 seed, David Rose from Schitt's Creek, versus the number 8 seed, Dexter. The 5-12 matchup, we have Xena at the 5 seed, and the 12 seed is Chuck.
Well, I mean, come on, give it up to Xena, dude.
Yeah, I have Lucy Lawless winning this one. There's no upset at this 12-5 as far as I can see. And
then the 13-4 matchup, 13 Sarah Lance versus the number 4 seed Spock.
And Sarah Lance is who again?
The White
Sarah
Canary.
Lance is the captain of the Legends of Tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
The original Black Canary and now the White Canary.
The original Black Canary, now the White Canary, dead twice, been in the Lazarus pits. I think she was evil for a while.
He's trying to figure out what to do with her.
Married or not married to, but in love with Nissa Al Ghul, currently involved with an android. I love her, dude.
Yeah,
I do. I 100% am taking Sarah Lance here.
Oh, that's a big pick right there.
100% taking Sarah Lance here.
Over who again?
Over Spock?
Nah, dude.
Dude.
I know.
No. Hey, Oz.
I'm not using the free pass.
Hey, Oz, are you about to use the free pass to make sure he goes through?
We're going to use we're in our transporter replicating this, and we are going to do our free pass with Spock.
Are you serious? Are you using your free pass with Spock?
If you're going to do that for Spock, I understand, but yeah. I do understand if you're going to do it for Spock.
No. It's okay. It's okay because I didn't pick Spock, so but man, I get it. I'm not using my pass.
All right. Now let's get to the fun part, the anime bracket. I'm just going to read this entire bracket, top to bottom.
Yeah, I'm going to use my free pass as much as I can. I'm going to even make another free pass.
So the number 1 seed in the anime bracket was Vegeta. The number 2 seed was Sailor Moon.
Yeah, dude, that was funny when I saw that. I was like, wow.
Nope. Anybody that likes girls like Sailor Moon.
Yeah. The number 3 seed, Luffy.
Monkey D. Luffy, that's my guy. Mugiwara, pirates all day.
Number 4 seed, Piccolo. The best dad in Dragon Ball Z.
Piccolo is one of my favorite characters because I think for a long time, other than listening to Vegeta call Goku Kakarot, watching Piccolo charge his whatever laser thing for
Special
like 6 episodes and then miss is one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
And the thing about the special beam cannon is it's supposed to be at the speed of light.
Yeah, but he missed.
He missed Raditz, of all people.
And my God. He blew up a planet, and I've been laughing at Piccolo ever since then. Tell me again who he was facing off at?
He will be facing off against Hisoka.
Who's Hisoka?
He is from Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, don't care. I'll pick Piccolo.
I got Piccolo there too.
So the 5 seed is Akira. The 6 seed is Ichigo Kurosaki.
Kurosaki Ichigo.
The 7 seed is Super Saiyan 4 Goku.
What color hair is that?
Yeah, what color hair is this one?
So the Super Saiyan 4 is actually from GT. It's where he gets the red fur and the black hair and he grows his tail back out.
Oh, he's that weird monster.
Yeah.
Thing.
Yeah, it's that one.
Oh, you have to tell us.
May.
Like, don't just read the brackets. Tell us that.
Yeah, tell a little, you know.
Well, yeah. I was trying. I guess you're right. I was going through the thing in order, but I guess I just go ahead and read the matchups then. All right, so we'll just start back at the top. So Vegeta was number 1. He's going against the number 16 seed All Might. Number 9 seed Roronoro Zoro. There it is. Versus is the number
Pirates again.
Yes, he's the number 9 seed. He's facing off against the 8 seed Light Yagami.
That's Light from Lightodes. That is
Death Note.
He's Death Note.
Yeah, Death Note. The number 5 versus 12 matchup. The 5 seed is Akira. The number 12 seed is Aaron Yeager from Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titans. Now,
with the
Warhammer, also part Titan, right?
Yes. Yes. Spoiler alert.
Yes. And he a little more spoiler. He actually ate the Warhammer, so not only is he immortal,
you just giving away the whole plot of the whole episode. Some people haven't seen it season 4 yet.
Spoiler
God,
all
dang,
alert.
Dude. Yeah, you didn't have to tell them that part.
I'm sorry.
The Titan part is at least in season 1.
So when we do our show 30 years from now, I will actually give a spoiler alert about the Attack on Titans. My apologies.
You just did. You gave a pretty big one right there.
I'll give one more big spoiler.
No,
alert.
please don't. No more spoilers for that show. That's a really good show.
Season.
Okay, yeah, that's enough.
Hold on.
5 is crazy though if you think about it, because both of them can grow to immense sizes.
Oh yeah.
Like that's a crazy. That's one for the people as well. That's a crazy one.
Then you have the 13 versus the 4 matchup. 13 is Hisoka. Number 4 seed is Piccolo. Luffy.
Got Piccolo here.
Luffy is the 3 seed. He'll be facing off against Shoto, My Hero Academia, at the 14 seed.
Mm-hmm.
Number 11, 6 matchup. The 11 seed is Derek Wildstar.
Yes, sir.
Versus the number 6 seed, Ichigo Kurosaki.
Kurosaki Ichigo all day.
Derek Wildstar.
Then you have the
Derek Wildstar. Hey, hold on, wait. See, this little from Derek Wildstar from Battlestar Galactica. I'm sorry, from Star Blazers. Went from his brother being a Black Tiger fighter to him being able to be a Black Tiger fighter to being on the whole mission to him finally become captain and admiral. That dude is a hero for the people and save the planet.
Great.
3 times.
Ichigo Kurosaki. Kurosaki Ichigo desu. One of the coolest Bankai swords in the world, and considering I don't even know who the Starjammers are or whoever the hell
Star Blazers.
Yeah, the Windjammers. Bleach got its own Netflix movie.
Oh yeah, they did.
It's that cold.
Then you have
go all day.
Spaceship Yamato wave motion gun.
Then you have the 7-10 matchup, Super Saiyan 4 Goku versus Saitama.
One Punch Man versus
that's terrible. Can you punch him and kill him?
One Punch Man versus the Monkey Goku.
That's definitely one
terrible.
for the people.
That's a terrible one, man. Can you imagine that?
Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. The monkey's a joke, but he folded One Piece.
Yeah,
he folded One Piece real quick.
He folded.
But then I just see One Piece man just be like, I don't really want to be doing this. Why? Please, I don't want to fight. And then boom, okay.
And then we have the 15 versus 2 matchup. The 15 seed Gon Freaks versus the number 2 seed Sailor Moon.
His name is Pome Freaks, his french fries.
Hey, let me tell you something. Gon Freaks might be one of the most likable protagonists I've seen in a TV series in a while. He's cool. Fantastic.
Yeah, nah, I am 100% with the Sailor Scouts here. Sailor Moon and the Sailor Scouts on this one all day.
Sailor Moon.
All right, so that's our anime part. Those rankings, I'm sure, are going to surprise some people. Let's start at the top of the anime bracket. Vegeta versus All Might.
Vegeta.
Zoro versus Light Yagami. And don't forget, you two both have your free pass.
I'm cool with all this. Whatever you guys want to do, keep going.
Mm-hmm. I have Zoro. I'm with the Mugiwara Pirates for this one.
I like the 3-sword. I like the 3-sword thing. I'm Zoro too.
I would have went Light Yagami, but Zoro advances. We have Akira versus Aaron Yeager.
Oh, leave this for the people.
That is a good, interesting one. I just see Aaron just staying ruthless and just.
That's what I'm saying. But Akira also grew to the size of a city. Like that's classic crazy. So that's what I'm saying. Leave it to the people. See what the people have to say about that one.
Well, we might end up going through it if we end up getting through the whole first round. So we'll leave that one to see if we get back to it. Hisoka versus Piccolo.
Piccolo.
I would have voted
Look at
Hisoka.
that. Look how easy that was. See, you were voted out.
So Piccolo advances.
Wait, I mean, is that okay with you, regular Scott?
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, no, he doesn't have his automatic pass anymore. We can talk any kind of way to him again.
I don't have my
pass.
So we got through that pretty quickly, so we can keep going through the first round. Let's go back to the comic book region. Captain America versus Blue Beetle.
Do you have any free passes on this?
I don't have any free passes.
He has no more free passes.
Oh, good. Okay, good. All right, Captain versus Cap.
Yeah, Cap.
Okay, Captain America advances. Legion versus the Hulk.
Legion.
Wow.
Well, actually, that could be a leave it to the people because the Hulk is Immortal Hulk and has many different aspects of him. So I see there's a mind game going on, but there's there's multiple levels.
I think if we leave it to the people, it's going to end up being the Hulk. So I'm going to just go ahead and say the Hulk.
I miss you, David. I'll say the Hulk too.
Okay, the Hulk advances. Let's do Dr. Doom versus Icon.
That one I want to leave to the people, mostly because I want to see how racist your listeners are.
He stole Icon's powers, dude, just to try and talk to his mother, dude.
Mm-hmm. So leave this one for the people.
I think we're going to end up getting through this whole tournament if we keep leaving all these to the people.
No, we're not. We're just let's make sure we have the hashtag.
Like we should leave one per region to the people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, one per region. So then that means we need to let's do Storm versus Red Hood.
Storm.
Okay. And then let's move over to the TV bracket. Michael Scott versus Vic Mackey.
Michael Scott.
Okay.
Racist.
David Rose versus Dexter.
Who's David Rose?
I'm with David Rose, personally.
So David Rose advances. Xena versus
Dexter.
Chuck.
Xena.
Okay. Sarah Lance versus Spock.
Sarah Lance, that's fine. I got you.
Yeah, I'm good with Sarah Lance. I'm sorry for all the Trekkies out there, but I saw Discovery, and Spock was kind of a dick when he was young.
Okay.
Well, yeah, he was conflicted, man. He was very conflicted.
Dick to Michael for nothing.
Well, it's jealousy, because he was like, hey, if there's going to be a human here, it's got to be this half human.
Yeah.
Okay. Racist again, Vulcan racist.
I was just saying, Vulcan's racist.
Luffy versus Shoto.
Monkey D. Luffy. Mugiwara Pirates all day.
Oh, if you can say all that, I got to vote for that dude. Jesus.
Okay, Luffy advances. Derek Wildstar versus Ichigo.
Derek Wiles. And people were like, who's Derek Wiles?
Exactly. Whereas nobody is saying who is Kurosaki Ichigo.
Well, except for me, of course. I'm like, what that anime? I think y'all said animation, dude, not anime. Oh, shit.
Goku versus One Punch Man.
That's a good fight, man.
Leave it for the people. I love Saitama.
We can't leave that one for the people because you also said you wanted to leave Akira and Aaron Yeager for the people.
Oh, you're right. All right, then I'm with Saitama all day.
I'll do One Puncher.
Okay. Gon Freaks versus Sailor Moon.
Home Freaks versus listen, French fries versus the ladies who like to moon you. Let's do the ladies.
Always with the ladies in this case.
Ooh, ladies first. Ladies first.
All right. Ellen Ripley versus Nathan Drake.
Quick shout out to Queen Latifah and on the Equalizer real quick.
No,
right. I've actually been enjoying it.
I've been enjoying that show.
Listen to the fact that my mother pointed out a couple of things that made me laugh. One time she had been standing in the rain, and then like her hair was different in the next scene. There's no continuity apparently with her hair.
But you gotta now tell your mom Dukes that's the queen. You know?
Oh no. Mom Dukes is real. Like she was just like, I just wish they would catch it because I want it to be a good show.
yeah, because they try hard. I like Kristen Norton in it, but like it's sappy. But I'm like, you could go ahead, Queen. The Queen is back.
Right, like I'm supporting it. I am.
I'm trying to support it, man. I'm sorry. Hey, yo, Regular Sky. That's a very we're talking about a black cultural show.
Yeah. Ellen Ripley versus Nathan Drake.
Ripley.
Nathan Drake, man. I'm talking about some Ripley, dude.
We have the T-800 versus Optimus Prime.
That's a good battle.
It is. I have the T-800, though. And interestingly enough, it's because of Universal Studios Florida. Okay. So the ride for the Transformers at Universal Studios in Florida is amazing. Except Optimus Prime gets his ass kicked the whole time.
What? Why does he always get beat? See, but see, I feel like that is a capitalist society driving into your head that if you're going to have a rebellion, you know you're going to get your ass kicked, right?
No. Like Bumblebee comes out big. Like the Autobots it's just Optimus Prime in particular. Something about him.
Hey, if you're going to be the leader of a rebellion, you can do it. You're going to get your ass whipped.
Mm-hmm. So I am with the original Governator, the T-800.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, so the T-800. Eli versus Smokey.
Do we already give one of these categories to the people?
Yeah, we have.
Damn it. I'm with Smokey.
Is Smokey and the Bandit?
Okay, so Smokey advances.
Fool. Smokey from Normandy.
I know. No, man, I'm trying to.
This.
It's racist for me to like even to say Eli, but because of we have to see all of us in all of our forms. But fuck that, I'm going Eli.
Okay, Smokey advances. Ricky Bobby versus Darth Vader.
Lord Vader.
Ricky Bobby.
Wow, Ricky Bobby wasn't last.
I know. It's just to be contrary. What you got, Brother Scott?
If you picked Ricky Bobby, then I'm going to pick Ricky Bobby.
Michael Scott, I was going Ricky Bobby.
I'm going to pick Ricky Bobby.
No.
If you picked Ricky Bobby, I'm going to pick Ricky Bobby.
That's awesome.
And Darth Vader's gone.
The Vader just lost to Ricky Bobby.
I'm sorry, Star Wars.
And bang.
Let me explain. I'm going to explain something to all our people. We know we said already people are going to be upset. If the Trekkies are gone, the Warriors are gone too, okay?
All right, so we got 3 first-round matchups left because we did the entire TV bracket. Let's just go ahead and knock these out. And that way all the people can do is this whole second round.
Okay.
So Akira and Aaron Yeager.
I'm doing Aaron, dude.
Yeah, you can give me the Titan as well.
The Titan advances. Icon, Dr. Doom.
God,
Icon.
But listen, we gotta, it's March, but we're still gonna do Icon.
Bride versus Furiosa.
Oh, that's so terrible, dude. I'm gonna have to tell you the truth, man. I have a partial thing for the shaved head ladies like Sinead O'Connor and that kind of thing. So I'm gonna have to do Furiosa, especially with her amputee arm. And she's still driving that truck like a monster. So I'm like, respect.
Scott, where are you going?
Yeah, I'm a fan of swordplay, so I think I'm going with the Bride.
That's deep. I like it.
I really like Charlize Theron.
I know, dude, but then I know it's hard, dude.
I also really like the sword play. That scene with the crazy 88s. Yeah, I'm with Beatrix Cadeau.
You can leave, but your body parts are mine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, don't worry, guys. I'll still put those three up for a poll.
And I also
and if the people override us, then we will change the answer.
If you want some more sword play, please check out Boss Level on Hulu. It's pretty. It's over the top silliness, but the violence and the action in it is good. What's his face? Freelo or whatever his name is. He does a good job.
Okay.
And just take it for it's literally a video game and an action movie.
Nice. Okay. Boss Level is what it's called. Gotcha.
Yeah, Boss Level. It's just you're just like, what the? Oh, okay.
So we have our 32 combatants representing the movie region. We have the number 1 seed John Wick. He'll be taking on the number 8 seed Buzz Lightyear. The number 5
in one of regular Scott's more dickish moves.
Yeah, that was a dickhead move. I apologize. Number 5 seed The Bride moves on to take on number 13 seed Lord Helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 3 seed Ellen Ripley takes on the T800 11 seed, who also put off an upset.
Get away from her, you robot bitch.
Number 10 seed Smokey takes on number 15 seed Ricky Bobby.
If you're not first.
Ricky Bobby's Cinderella season is over.
Yeah, Smokey might have to mess around and get to the Final Four.
I'm saying Ricky Bobby's Cinderella season just ended.
Like a spider monkey.
Comic book region, we have number 1 seed Superman taking on number 9 seed Nightwing.
Oh, what a battle.
What a battle.
What a crazy, crazy battle.
Hey,
so
the people gonna come through for me. The people gonna come through for me.
People gonna come through for you because this looks like every women's tennis player ever who looks at their bracket and goes, "Damn it, Serena's in this bracket," or looks at their bracket and goes, "Damn it, Naomi's in this bracket."
Nightwing is Naomi. Nightwing is Naomi.
I can see the fight though.
Nightwing is not Naomi in any way. Nightwing is Eugenie Bouchard. Right.
Nightwing.
Math as to what I just said to you.
Nightwing is playing like badminton, or while they're playing tennis. I see the fight going like Nightwing developing Kryptonite K to get rid of Superman's powers. Gives it to Clark Kent. Gets rid of his powers. Has Clark Kent been incapacitated, but still winds up losing the fight.
Does Dick Grayson know that Clark Kent is Superman?
Dude, which Dick Grayson? Rick might not know. The Power Ranger Dick Grayson might know by accident by asking Zordon. I just that's their relationship. Bruce is like, nah, I ain't gonna tell you that, dude. I'm gonna tell Lark before I tell you.
Well, that's the next matchup. And then we have number 12 seed Spawn taking on number 4 seed Joker. The number
That's
3,
a good fight.
Yeah, number 3 seed Storm taking on number 11 seed Icon, and number 7 seed the Hulk.
Black on black violence.
I know
How did you
that.
set up
See,
this whole thing.
wait, hold on, Vandal. Do you see how quickly he just went over? He's like, I know. So we have Storm versus another black man over there. Wait, so moving on. I was like, what? No, we're going to dissect this for a little bit. You know, but this is not a moving on kind of thing. We need to talk about this.
Hit the brakes.
Why you got this, dude? Why you do this, dude?
So
What's
much
up?
black on black violence.
Yeah, we don't need that. Man. I mean, this is the 21st century.
We chose this.
No. We did not. You did. You spitting the thing out.
We chose the seedings.
Oh wow! Now you see what's you trying to implement all of us in your activity? No, sir. No, sir.
We all submitted votes. I got
We're
the
all
text.
part of this.
I got the text. I got the chain.
Talking about
I got
you
the
supplied
thread.
the wood and the gasoline. I mean, I'm just sitting here watching the fire go. No, sir.
We use
No,
your
sir.
truck to go get the wood, and we use West Coast card to get the gasoline. So
Siphoning
you both
out West Coast's
implicated.
gas for
You
that.
both,
dude. That's crazy.
you both implicated in this.
This dude talking about, and then next up, Storm and real quick, who's gonna? Guess what? Nobody wins. Nobody wins. Okay.
The Hulk versus Captain America. 2 seed versus 7 seed.
That's ugly. Avenger versus Avenger on Avenger violence.
Yeah, that's terrible, man. That's not even racist. That's just like Avengerous.
In the anime bracket, we have Vegeta versus Zoro.
There you go. Good job.
Pronounce it again.
Roronoro Zoro.
Just say Zoro.
No.
Aaron Yeager, 12 seed versus number 4 seed Piccolo.
6 episodes later, he fires his I-beam.
Eventually, he will fire it.
Luffy, 3 seed, takes on number 6 seed Ichigo.
God, I hate that you did that. Just for the record,
he does a lot of this dirty stuff, dude. He just is hateful.
Somehow, this is your fault, Regular Scott. I'm not sure exactly how you've masterminded it, but somehow.
So
this is your fault.
He's like, I'm the test master here.
Well, I mean, on one side, right underneath it, the first round, you had Goku versus One Punch Man, and then you also now you have Luffy versus Ichigo.
Those were my number 1 and number 2 ranked.
Well,
so that's why I'm a little upset about it.
Well, somehow he ended up at a 6, so that has something to do with Oz.
Yeah, this dude talking about your personal freedom versus your civil liberties. Which one's got to go?
What?
Sorry, that was it. That was a political joke. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's okay. Sailor Moon versus One Punch Man.
Damn.
See, the way once again, why you got to hit a woman, dude?
Oh, wait till you get this one.
It's like 6 women and 2 cats.
He
hitting all of them.
The TV region, we have Michael Scott versus David Rose. That would be a great crossover episode.
Dude, could you imagine
that
if the Rose family showed up on The Office? That would be insane.
No. Let me flip
nephew.
Let me flip that, West Coast. Michael Scott and his wife are definitely going to stay at the motel.
They would definitely stay at the motel.
They would definitely stay at or Pam and Jim. Or Dwight.
Yeah, they would definitely. It sounds Dwight even. Yeah, they would go.
That's where the reunion would be.
Dwight's got a B&B.
That would be great. That's an idea there.
Why can't Michael Scott be the manager of the hotel?
Because that's Schitt's Creek hotel.
Johnny Rose is the manager of the hotel.
Well,
but they would hire him on as to be the new kind of manager to put him on.
I mean,
I don't know if Stevie can handle Michael Scott.
Or put Johnny Rose as the new office manager.
Well, I don't think they're doing paper anymore, so.
Well, yeah.
Just paper.
Michael Scott versus David Rose. Xena versus Sarah Lance.
Women on woman violence now. Damn.
Arya Stark versus Sheldon Cooper.
I ride for House Stark.
She throws a book at him. Well, he throws a book at her.
Tommy Oliver versus Sister Knight.
That's cold.
That's just racist. White Ranger versus Sister Knight.
That's cold right there, man.
That's crazy, dude. You got some really weird picks, man.
All right.
You talking about the White Power Ranger? I was like, wait, what?
Well, we went through this whole first round, but the joke's on us.
Y'all really never really took that to heart or anything?
What?
The White Power Ranger.
No, because they have a Black Power Ranger.
Power Ranger.
Right.
Well, just saying.
What are you saying? I don't understand what the White Power Ranger is supposed to mean.
You always got the spotlight, right, dude.
I think
always got the spotlight.
It depends on where you put the comma. White Power. Ranger.
I was a loser, a user, and an abuser.
All right, that's fine too. But like I said, the joke's on us because we're actually going to have everyone vote on all these polls anyway.
Yeah, let's see what people think about old Tommy.
So maybe we'll put out all the polls anyway. We'll see how they match up, and we'll see if the people agree with us. We'll put out 32 polls.
You're not going to do that. You don't have that kind of work ethic to do it. I'll do it.
Right.
Yeah, that sounds like
I got to do the Cadbury egg thing, and I got to put out a poll, dude.
You ain't put out a poll in the 2 years since this podcast has been started.
Dude, I don't even know how to put out a poll. I'd be like, you want me to put out a poll? Hold on 1 second. Ring, regular Scott. Walk me through this. Hey, can you just do it on Zoom?
What do you think people are going to be more upset about? Who actually advanced, or the fact that they had no say-so in the first round?
Oh, the fact that they had zero say-so
in the first round.
Yeah, because one dictates the other. Because who advanced is the after effect of them having no say-so. So
I can completely see right now somebody just in their room listening to this, angrily throwing shit at their pop head figures. How could you do this to me?
I will do this though. I will do this though, because I do think there are some very good matchups. So we can pick one from each region like we were going to do, and we'll put those up on Twitter. And if the people vote differently than what we chose, then we'll change the vote and we'll move on from there. And we'll. So what do you think we should choose from each region?
Bride and Furiosa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Aaron and Akira.
Yeah, that's a good one too. I love that. And the movie one,
T-800.
Oh,
man, hey, so y'all say Aaron and Akira, man. I think that's Super Saiyan 4 Goku versus One Punch Man.
That one?
I mean, that's not a bad. Just because of the popularity of Dragon Ball.
I know.
Like, that's not a bad move just because of Dragon Ball Z's legitimate following.
But we can come back to that one.
Those of us that mess with Saitama, mess with Saitama.
Yeah,
but it feels like they both are popular, so it feels like that would be a more relevant one than Attack on Titan, which is kind of like people are digging it, but it's kind of like a specialty thing versus Akira is like the start of that.
Attack on Titan is not a specialty thing at all. I look at it like this. I always give it the hot topic test. If you walk into a hot topic and you see T-shirts for an anime, that anime is way more popular than you give it credit for. And they sell straight up backpacks and jackets and all of the et cetera from Attack on Titan.
And they must still sell Akira stuff too then.
Well, Akira
for nostalgia.
Really, the only thing that you ever get is the image of the red motorcycle. And
exactly. And the dude.
Like, that's about it.
Or when he's like doing that kind of side thing with his motorcycle. Yeah.
Right. That's all you ever get is the motorcycle. Whereas, like I said, Attack on Titan is going to a hot topic right now. Yeah, and there's a section.
Okay. Well, yeah, and there's talk about live. Yes. Well, so do you think One Punch Man is popular?
Saitama is supremely popular.
Okay, cool.
All right,
with a whole bunch of with a bunch of people that are lazy and love the fact that his workout regimen is doable.
Nothing. Yeah.
All right.
One dude even tried to do it for like 6 months.
Yeah, because it's like 100 push-ups a day, 100 sit-ups a day, and run 5 miles or something stupid. But you have to train as hard as you can until you go bald.
So what about the TV region? That's the one we completed, kind of walked through. Is there any that we would like to see put through a test, put to a poll? The only one I see is the Dean Sheldon Cooper.
Yeah, because like Supernet was on for way too long, but then again, so was Big Bang.
Mm-hmm.
I think Dean's got a good following.
I think you should leave that one. Yeah, I was gonna say I think you should leave that one to the people because they both are, Big Bang Theory. They were the highest paid on TV at one point, but Supernet ran for what 11,414 seasons.
Yeah, it was with a huge following. It was like you will not cancel this show.
All right. Let's see here. And what about our comic book? Are we going? Listen, are we going with Icon Doctor Doom? Because that's the one y'all wanted at first. Or are we gonna keep the Black Excellence here?
Well, you had Storm versus freaking Icon or something like that, right?
Storm
and Red Hood.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm good on it.
No, that's done. No, but I do almost want to put the people back and see what happened with Black Lightning, or I'm sorry, Black Dynamite. Pardon me.
Yeah.
So you want me to revoke my? Well, that means we would have to get rid of Bride and Furiosa.
Well, hold on one second. It's not that hard for you to revoke it because it was just kind of like it
was a spiteful
done out of anger.
It was a spiteful move.
It was only done because I was kicked while I was down.
No, it was only it was done you were like a wounded animal. And we're sitting here trying to go, hey, let us get the trap off you. And you're like, no, I will bite my foot off instead and attack you.
Well, that's what happened.
I mean, to be honest, I quoted both of the characters, so I don't know that you were kicked while you were down. I'm just going to get that out there.
Oz was definitely
no, but see, once again, egomaniacs internalize everything,
That's why I want a Lex Luthor show starring regular Scott.
Starring regular Scott. I've worked out as hard as I can. I'm bald now. You just did 100 push-ups. I know.
I would say this wouldn't be the first time I've been called Lex Luthor.
You got to do the Saitama workout till you get bald, and then we're casting you as Lex Luthor. Let's go.
So what are we doing for the comic book region? Are we leaving that as is? Are we doing one for the people?
For the people in the comic region.
Or we could leave it as is and maybe move it, take that spot, move it somewhere else.
I feel like we got to do one for comic, though.
I mean, the comic was kind of straightforward. Maybe the Spawn, maybe the 12-5.
Wolverine's definitely beating Spawn, if we put that to the people.
I don't know that that's true, dude.
Why don't you put it to the people? That's the reason why we want to put it to the people.
I don't know that that's true.
Oh yeah, I'm very confident Wolverine's moving on to face the Joker.
Oh, are you?
Though the Joker versus Spawn would be a very interesting comic.
That would be a good one.
Okay, so it looks like we have our ones chosen for the people. We'll leave those 4 and let the people decide. But we narrowed down our round of 64 to just about a round of 32. We got our round of 24. There will be 4 more competitors added, and this will be a lot of fun. West Coast, we appreciate you coming on, helping us out. We definitely needed you to keep level heads.
Yeah, because there was one person whose head was not so level this episode.
Always. I mean, the Black Dynamite Buzz Lightyear debacle aside. Yeah, I feel like I did a pretty good job of making sure that you guys didn't lose it. You didn't lose track. Didn't lose track.
I concur. But the Buzz Lightyear.
Hey.
The Buzz Lightyear Black Dynamite thing, though? No. You're going to get dragged on Black Twitter for that.
The Black Twitter race can't afford you no more.
I might get killed on all Twitter for that one.
That wasn't the best move. That was it, especially in an election year. No, I was kidding.
No, you're right though. You're right.
This dude just like but like he's the future. It's like, got you.
Right.
I just chose Tim Allen over freaking Michael Jai White.
Well, at least you didn't choose Woody, you were just one level low from going Woody straight up,
That's true. Then you would have chosen Tom Hanks over Michael Jai White.
Yeah, that's true. All right. So, Oz, you said you had a song you wanted to play for our closing music.
Oh, man, I forgot what the song was.
Well, yes. What?
I forgot what the song was. I got my head all twisted, but because I just been on this whole other kick, but I'll save it. I'll rely to your better graces.
All right. Well, then
we could do the Queen Latifah ladies first.
Oh no! I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna be doing.
It's Women's History Month, man.
Yeah, we got a lot of women in the tournament.
Lady, man.
We got a lot of women in the tournament.
History Month.
You can't be duding it up all the time. You got to be respect to the ladies.
I just played Cardi B like last week.
Right? Can you really play like a dope lady if you want to? Sorry.
Oh, you ain't got to hate on Cardi B.
Respect to Cardi.
There's no respect when you just
let's hear some a range. You know, we have the hip hop. Well, she's rap. She's not hip hop. I should apologize for that. But why can't we hear some soul? Why can't you get down with some Billie Holiday?
I thought you said, hold on, you just told me a woman.
Billie Holiday is a woman. Wait, hold on.
Did you really just ask that question, or were you?
Wait, hold on. Vandal. He literally just said that. So,
but were you joking?
No, he was not.
I was not.
You were not joking?
I was not.
Okay. You should. Yeah, I don't.
But hold up. He gets mad.
Flabbergasted.
He gets mad when I do a little history lesson with him because he's like, I only know history. I'm like, yeah, you kind of do, bro.
You kind of do. Andra Day is currently playing Lady Day.
Yes. And yo, when she went through hell just for the right to be able to sing, dude.
Yep.
You know? It's crazy.
No doubt.
That's wonderful. That's exactly the thought that was in my mind.
I figured you'd appreciate that.
Okay. Yeah. Well, let's get to our final blows then. West Coast, what you got for the final blow?
Final blow. Thank you, guys, obviously, for having me. Thank you for letting me help with the.
I'll let it kick.
You just got to turn it down a little bit.
So we don't own the rights to this music, but it's going to
right.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate you guys. You know, I look forward to seeing what the people have to say about what our initial choices were. We're listening to some of the commentary. This is one of the times where I think the comments are fun. So, looking forward to everything that's going on. Continue to check out the network. Fire Life is just holding it down. Taking it from Marvel vs. DC, one of my favorite things ever. So thanks again.
Oz, what you got?
It's always a pleasure to have Bando on. Just kindred soul like mine, and someone that tempered the heat off of Rayler Scott. As we are forging these swords, be aware of the strange fruit that hangs those southern trees. My final blow is there's an awesome, interesting ongoing project that's been called the 1619 Project. And I forgot about it, but I recently came across it again, and it's this black woman. She says she's a self-described nerd. She just loves history. She loves all things nerdy in history, and she's just uncovering, like, from the first ship that had Africans to come over to be indentured servants and indentured workers and slaves to now. And she has a very interesting take on, like, you know, the founding fathers and the forming of America and what slavery was. Because I even get it rolled up in my tongue when I say slaves. But then people are like saying, well, you should say enslaved people. But then she had a real good take on saying slavery, saying that slavery was the practice of having forced labor camps, you know? And I think if we take it from that approach, if we had forced labor camps in America in the past, that shows how much we come, that we don't have that anymore. And that's how we're the beacon light. That's how we're that shining light on the hill for other countries who are still doing the forced labor camps. Like we can be like, we've grown out of that. You know, we're showing what our humanity really is. And I think that's the part that we never really think about when we're showing and exporting what we can do for other countries, you know, that we can say we've grown over this. So I feel that this half of the century is the completion of the Reconstruction period. So, you know, if you guys are into it, you should check out the 1619 Project. It's really cool. So it's my final book.
And you can find us on Twitter at Need4MarvelVsDC. That's the number 4. You can email us at Need4MarvelVsDC@GoDefyLife.com. You can also find our podcast anywhere you get your podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook. Make sure you vote on this tournament here. I will be taking your votes on Twitter on our polls. You can also just leave who you want when I post the updated brackets or the Twitter or the questions on the Facebook group, in the Facebook page as well. Oz, tell everyone you talk to them next time.
As usual, everyone, peace and chicken grease.
And y'all have a good time, because we're going to have a good time until we talk to y'all next time. Peace. I don't know what happened to the music again.
The song went out, dude. I didn't want to go into another song, you know. The song ran out. Yeah. This dude said...
This is Defy Life.
you know, what you doing on a Sunday?